Hi, I'm Mickey O'Neill, Director of Communications with Global Traffic Matrix.
And I'm Tim Flatt, President of Global Traffic Matrix.
What you see here is our boardroom and conference room. This is where we would present our polished presentations to leaders from around the country and around the world. But that's not where the work really happens. Why don't you go with us behind the scenes to what we call the war room and see how it really works.
Hi, this is Tim Flatt. We're back in the war room here at Global Traffic Matrix. And today we're going to talk about the X Factor. The X Factor is what will make Global Traffic Matrix different than most other new network marketing companies. Now, one of the things that happens, I shared in a previous, is that in order to have success, there has to be retail sales. As a matter of fact, if you look at the old school network marketing companies, go back, look at Amway, Mary Kay, Creative Memories, Shackley, Herbalife. What you see back in those companies is that, you know what, all these companies sell product. That's really their main goal. And in selling product, that's why that makes them a very valid distribution source, very valid distribution method, and they're solid businesses. Now, obviously, most people don't like to sell. All right. The reason people don't like to sell is because people don't like to be sold. You know, there's something about me that says when you start to talk to me about buying something, it kind of bothers me. Like, that's why they run sales at car dealerships on Sundays where you can go look at the price and you can go see how much it is and then go back the next day with no haggling because people are scared or don't enjoy the whole give and take, the haggling that takes place. They don't like being sold. So most people don't like to sell because of that. So if you don't like to sell, and frankly, if you did like to sell, I'd assume you would go join one of these companies that have been around for a long time, but you know it's a stable company. So let's assume you don't like to sell. Well, guess what? I was in your shoes. Matter of fact, I was 18 years old. I was just finished my first year of college, and I decided I wanted to start a business. I looked at Amway, actually, and decided I didn't really want to get into that business because it was selling. But I knew that in order to make money, you had to sell product. And so I began looking at it, and I decided that I wanted to do something a little bit different. What I decided to do was start a business, a mail order business, where I actually could put together a flyer, send the flyer out to people, and then people would call me and buy product. You know, in this business they talk about, they say there's two kinds of people. Either number one, there's recruiters, who they talk about them as being leaders, and then they say the second way is product peddlers. Well, you know what? I discovered at age 18, which was almost 30 years ago now, that there's a third kind of person, and that's a marketer. You know, you could be a marketer and sell product, and you're not trying to talk people to buy product. And that's why what our goal here at Global Traffic Matrix is, our goal is to develop, internet marketers. Now, why internet? Well, how about this here? All right, the internet right now is the fastest growing method of distribution. I'm going to share some numbers with you later on, but it's a great way to go. It's inexpensive compared to just doing something on a retail sale business, starting a store, those kinds of things. And so it's very important. We're going to talk about this here, the internet business. Now, we call it the X Factor. Within our program, we have what we call ads on autopilot. Now, we're going to talk a lot about that in a later section. We talk about the product itself. But we want you to understand how the product fits in. The product fits in the sense it's the X Factor. What we do, actually, is the sales that are created through our ads on autopilot, the commissions are paid to the marketer. Now, while this seems like a very simple situation, it's really not in network marketing. Let me kind of explain it to you. Let's say that you're out here in network marketing, and what they like to do is they say, okay, we'll just do a little deal here. They say, well, we want everybody to make money. So we're going to pay 60% commission on this product. But the way we're going to pay 60% commission is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to pay down 8 levels. So we're going to divide 8 by 60, and we're going to pay, 7%. Okay, on all these levels, and this level here, we're going to pay 10%. So if you sell the product, you get 10%. If you don't sell it, you make 7%. And actually, I should apologize because that should go the other way there. All right? So the person who sells it, well, you know what you figure out in a real short period of time? You really figure out that you really can make a lot more money by recruiting people than you can by selling product. Because the reality is you only make 3% less. I mean, you make 3% more and you did all the work. So you're better off recruiting than you are selling. And that's why it drives people down, and that's why there's not much retail sales. But, you know, and I'm talking about specifically in our ads on autopilot, we pay this commission directly to the network marketer, directly to the marketer, the internet marketer, okay? He makes the commission. 100% of the commission is made here. Now, there's going to be different elements of the program, and I'll talk about how the commission is paid, but in this particular part, the commission is paid directly to the marketer, so therefore it encourages sales. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing about the X factor is that you actually have a situation where we believe that if you work 1 hour a week, okay, 1 hour a week, you can make between $50 to $100 a month. Now, well, that doesn't sound like very much. Remember this here. Our auto ship packages are $30 to $50 a month. So if they're $30 to $50 a month, then if you work 1 hour a week, marketing, not selling, 1 hour a week, you'll make more than it costs you to be in the business. And you know what? If you make more than it costs you to be in a business, nobody leaves. You know, that's really a key piece of the puzzle. Nobody leaves. And so, why would you leave if you're making money? Well, you wouldn't leave if you're making money. And what ends up happening is, the results of this plan, results of the X factor, and working our marketing this way and paying the 100% commission, getting you to work an hour a week, getting you to make $50 to $100 a month, where it's more than this here. The fact is, when people stay involved in the business, number one, that's great for the business. Number two, they say, you know what, if I can make this money working 1 hour a week, maybe I should work 3 hours a week, and I should up this here, and I should make $150 to $300 a month. That makes perfect sense. And then what happens is when they start making money, they'll say, you know what, I can share this with some other people. I know some people that I don't mind sharing this idea because I'm making money. It's a proven system. And so what ends up happening is more people get involved in a program, and then you have steady, sustained growth. And steady, sustained growth that comes from our X factor, all right, is the key to global traffic matrix, or global traffic system. Thank you.
Now you've seen how global traffic matrix works in our world. You've been in our war room. You see how carefully we lay things out, all so that it'll work best for you. Now, it's your turn.